The Supreme Court cleared the way for mass federal firings. Elon Musk's AI chatbot went on an unhinged anti-Semitic rant. And one of Spotify's top bands isn't really a band at all. That's some of what we'll get to on The 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Rennie Svirnovsky, in for Hannah Jewell. It's Wednesday, July 9th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. The Supreme Court allowed President Donald Trump to launch mass layoffs. Officials in the Trump administration had wanted to fire thousands of federal workers, including at the State Department and the Social Security Administration. But their plans have been held up by a lower court order that blocked the firings. That freeze was lifted yesterday. Justices cleared the way for the Trump administration to launch plans for mass firings and reorganizations at 19 federal agencies and departments, while litigation continues. In a brief order, the majority of justices said they were not ruling on the legality of specific firing plans, but simply allowing the administration to launch its efforts. The full impact of the Supreme Court's order is not immediately clear. Since Elon Musk has parted ways with the U.S. Doge service, there have been signs of a retreat from the effort to carry out mass firings. Trump lashed out at Russian President Vladimir Putin. That's number 2. Trump's relationship with Putin has come under strain in recent weeks as Russia has dramatically increased its bombardments of Ukraine. On Monday, Trump confirmed plans to send more weapons to Ukraine to aid in its war against Russia. And yesterday, he had sharp words for Putin, describing his actions with an expletive.
He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless.
Do you want to sanction him? Lindsey Graham has a sanctions bill on Russia. Do you want him to move
I'm looking at it, yeah. No, I'm looking. The Senate is passed a very, very tough sanctions. But yeah, I'm looking at it.
And you'd sign that?
It's an optional bill. It's totally at my option. They pass it totally at my option and to terminate totally at my option. And I'm looking at it very strongly.
It was some of Trump's harshest criticism yet of the Russian leader. And it highlights the evolution of Trump's toughening view of Putin. Number 3. The death toll from floods in central Texas could surpass 200 people. As of yesterday, 109 people had been confirmed dead from the floods that swept through central Texas over the holiday weekend. And yesterday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott gave this grim update.
Just in the Kerr County area alone, there are 161 people who are known to be missing. And again, that comes from combined law enforcement efforts, 161 known people who are missing. Know this, we will not stop until every missing person is accounted for. Know this also, there very likely could be more added to that list.
The disaster claimed the lives of more than 24 children, shaking the region in a scene that Abbott had described as nothing short of horrific. The magnitude of the tragedy also exposed gaps in the region's ability to warn people about catastrophic weather events. Number 4 is a Post exclusive. Tulsi Gabbard's team has sought emails and chat logs from U.S. spy agencies. A special team created by the Director of National Intelligence has expressed a desire to gain access to this data. So far, no agencies have agreed to hand over their potentially sensitive logs. But the unprecedented move has alarmed some top officials. According to our report, the team wants to use AI tools to ferret out what the Trump administration deems as efforts to undermine its agenda. Officials say it could potentially expose a large amount of sensitive information. And some fear that Gabbard may be allowing politics to taint what is meant to be an apolitical job. The Director of National Intelligence gathers and analyzes intelligence for national security policymakers and the president. Elon Musk's AI chatbot Grock went on an anti-Semitic rant yesterday. That's number 5. Responding to a post on X, Grock accused a person named Cindy Steinberg of, quote, gleefully celebrating the tragic deaths of white kids in the recent Texas flash floods. It said, quote, classic case of hate dressed as activism, and that surname, every damn time, as they say. In another post, Grock invoked Hitler when asked which historical figure would be best suited to address anti-white hate. The incidents came just days after Musk touted updates that would reduce Grock's reliance on mainstream media sources and train it on information that is, quote, politically incorrect. Company officials said they are aware of recent posts made by Grock and are actively working to remove the inappropriate posts. They said they would improve Grock's training model. Number 6. TSA has started allowing travelers to keep their shoes on in security lines. It's the end of an era that I personally hated as someone who does not like to be barefoot outside of their home. Reversing a rule that's been in effect since 2006, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced yesterday that travelers passing through airport security checkpoints will no longer have to remove their shoes. She said advances in security technology have allowed the Transportation Security Administration to make the change while keeping travelers safe.
We've evaluated the equipment that every airport has and are fully confident at the no shoes policy that we still have the security needs in place at every single checkpoint.
The change is designed in part to improve efficiency as passenger numbers increase. Noem mentioned the World Cup and the 250th anniversary of the United States as attractions that will bring more travelers into the country next year. Other rules are being reevaluated as well. Maybe one day we'll get to fly with a full-size tube of toothpaste. And at number 7. A 60s-sounding band blew up on Spotify, but it doesn't actually exist. Success came quickly for the Velvet Sundown. The band released its debut album, Floating on Echoes, on June 5th, and in just over a month, it racked up more than 1 million streams. Their pro-peace folk rock song, Dust on the Wind, hit number 1 on Spotify's Viral 50 chart in Britain, Norway, and Sweden. Take a listen.
Dust on the wind, boots on the ground, smoke in the sky, no peace found.
The thing is, if you looked and listened closely, it didn't seem like the Velvet Sundown was really a band at all. There was no evidence online that any of the listed band members were real people. The photos the band shared were weirdly smooth. Their lyrics were a grab bag of anti-war cliches. And on Saturday, the group confirmed through its Spotify bio that the music was created using artificial intelligence, quote, guided by human creative direction. They wrote, "This isn't a trick, it's a mirror, an ongoing artistic provocation designed to challenge the boundaries of authorship, identity, and the future of music itself in the age of AI." Which, I don't know, fine, if you say so. All right, you are all caught up. If you're a Washington Post subscriber, first of all, thank you, because that's a great way to support this show. But did you know that that subscription comes with some perks? You can get access to Washington Post podcasts ad-free in Apple Podcasts. We'll have more fun stuff around the corner, so be sure to find the Washington Post channel in Apple Podcasts and connect your Post subscription. Then stay tuned for more subscriber-only audio benefits, like exclusive and early access episodes. If you're not a subscriber to the Washington Post, this is a great time to start. You can subscribe in Apple Podcasts by looking for the Washington Post channel or through the link in our show notes. I'm Rennie Svirnovsky. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.